Hey guys, this is Eric with D&D Miniature and Board Games. A few months ago, we went ahead and we did an unboxing, a playthrough, and a review for Risk, Captain America Civil War. We've got some amazing response to these videos. Could be we have some of the only ones out there, but we have got some some comments requesting that we do like a setup. So what I'm going to do real quick is show you actually how to set up the board, and I will go ahead and go through one turn so you can see the basics of the game. Later on, if people would like to see a video on combat and things like that, you know what? Shoot me a comment. We'll see what we can do. Okay, so start out. You're looking at the basic board right now. I've already put the doors out based on where they're supposed to go per the instructions and the rules. You'll notice that the doors have 3s and 4s on them. So, say you are going up to a door, and this one, you want to go into that room where the supply token is. But you only have soldiers. So you're going to roll, you get a 5, that door opens, you can go in. If you rolled a 1, you would have failed trying to open the door. Say you're going up to the 3, you got one of your heroes with you, hero would have failed. Say the other hero's over there, but he succeeds. I've also set the 6 supply tokens out, and on the 3rd round, when the jet gets to that point, at the start of the 3rd round, these supply tokens distribute out. You can have more than one supply token after turn 3. It also, there are bonuses in combat. Also, you can find the Winter Soldier, because one of these supply tokens is actually the Winter Soldier. So going for these, they will help you in combat. They'll help you in different things. And the rulebook will actually tell you what every supply token is. You have your basic card. It gives you what you do on your turn order. You'll deploy, secure rooms, attack, reinforce, and draw hero cards. The way you draw your hero cards, which are these, which give you advantages with your heroes in combat, are if you secured a room in combat, you get a hero card. If you defeated a hero in combat, you get a hero card. Each turn you have the ability to get up to 2 hero cards. You'll notice that I don't have all the tokens out with the figures. There wasn't a need for just a basic setup. You will notice that the breach points are underneath my heroes. That was just to keep track of them right now. So, if you're playing 2 or 4 player, your teams are Iron Man and War Machine against Captain America and Falcon. If you're just playing a 2-player game, it's a little bit easier, but if you are playing 3 or 4, then as you may have seen in our playthrough, you get to kind of, even with a 2-player, you get to decide which one of your characters goes in what order. So let's roll. Iron Man's team will be the black die. Captain America's team will be the white dice. So Iron Man's team gets first choice. So Iron Man wants to go first. He's going to have War Machine go second. They basically get first and 3rd turn. It will alternate. So, and we'll just put Captain America and Falcon. Now, this is where it comes important to take the jet. Because if you take the jet, you can change the turn order on the next turn, okay? So, Iron Man is going to take the first turn. So the breach points are where your troops initially come in at, and if you get completely wiped off, that's where your troop units will come from again. So let's just take the advantage. The reason I say the advantage is by taking this breach point, the person playing Iron Man would not have to open that door. They can go here, they can go here, okay? And I believe they go in that 3rd room if I remember correctly. Yeah, pretty much anywhere that breach point hits, they can go into, okay? So, you have two different style here. You have single soldier, and then you have a wider one which counts as 3 troops, okay? In your initial run though, when you're first starting to play this, until you get to the point you have so many troops on the board, you really want to try and use just the single ones. Now at the end of this, nobody can be in the breach point. You can never leave troops in the breach point, but for every room you go in, you have to leave a troop in there. So, let's go ahead and do something like that, and we'll capture that whole room. And that. Let's say that this unit went with Captain America to the door. So, Captain's going to try and open, Iron Man, sorry. Iron Man's going to try and open that door. Needs a 4 or better. Get to the 4, the door opens, and he goes in with a single troop choice and takes a supply token. This one happens to be support. Plus 3 troops to any room. Continues to breach points. So, supply tokens you can pretty much use any time. We're just going to keep that with the card for right now. So, second player, Captain America. Captain's going to put his breach point the same way. Once again, taking 7 troops because currently you don't hold any rooms, so you go by the room count to the troop, which is a 7. So first move would be for them to grab those. Because these 3 went into this room, they can separate out. They aren't doing combat, so they can take those rooms. My other breach point, and Captain America, is going to go here, here, and they're going to try and grab that room. So Captain America needs a 4 or better, he gets a 2. So he can't go there, so he's just going to stay where he's at. Now at this point, because these doors aren't open, you really don't have... You could do redeployment, there's no real need to. We can just keep everybody right where they're at. So now we're going into War Machine. This is where it gets interesting because with War Machine, you cannot go to this breach point. You can't be right next to it. He has to go to this one. This cuts him off from this room here. But 6, 7. So we're going to come in. We're going to go here. We're going to go send 2 soldiers to here. The reason I'm doing this is because see how that connects once a jet gets there. And the rest of my troops are going to go onto the jet. And I'm going to use War Machine and come in here. So obviously this causes combat. So there's 1 soldier in there. You're declaring. There's different things on old risk, new risk. It doesn't matter really how you do it, but the rules for this one is that you don't actually enter a room, you declare the combat. So I'm declaring with the soldier and with War Machine because I have to leave 1 on the jet. There is 1 defending. Defenders win all ties. Okay, so the defender won that. War Machine, because he actually had less than the defending dice, is going to take 1 wound. I decide, you know what, I'm going to take my chance, fight that combat again. Soldier beats soldier. War Machine moves in. Remove Captain America's soldier there. War Machine has won that room. So, if he wants to reinforce now, he can, but he chooses to stay where he's at. He also gets strategic planning. It's a special skill. He can perform an additional reinforcement at the end of his reinforcement phase. So instead of just reinforcing from one room, he can reinforce from 2 rooms. So with War Machine being number 3, that leaves Falcon. Just like with War Machine, Falcon has to go to this breach point here. He doesn't have a choice. So, he's going to take his 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tokens. 7 soldiers. He's going to come in at the breach point. So 1, 2. He's going to split those guys up. Split that guy there. He's going to roll for that 4. He gets it. The door comes off. He's going to take that supply token. Radio Jam cancels opponent's hero card for the remainder of the current turn. That'll come in handy when he gets in combat with the heroes. So, he's going to go in with the 1 soldier to that room. This unit's going to go here, and they're going to roll to try and get into that room. It's just troops, so they got to roll 6-sided. That room opens up, and they get to go in just like so. Now, during the reinforcement phase, you could move Falcon if you wanted to. He's actually in a semi-decent position, but we'll go ahead and bring him here. Alright. So, with War Machine controlling that, he could pick to change this up, but it's actually in his kind of advantage. The only thing I would say would be to have this happen. Seeing how that they came across and they're already in Captain America's back door, it makes sense to do something like that. So, we're at the end. We finished all that up. Quinjet is going to move forward. Now, once it flies off, that's the end. These 3 missions, those are what you want to have completed. They give you extra points in the end of the game. You'll also notice the control of rooms. Say, and I'm going to use Falcon as an example. So, you get troops based on room count. So, Falcon controls 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 rooms. So, you go over here to 7, that gives him 4 soldiers. But he also controls the southeast wing. That gives him a 2 soldier advantage. So, Falcon would actually, as long as he has this when it's his turn, he would get 6 soldiers coming out. Those 6, it's just basic. If you want to start them here, you want to spread them amongst your forces, you can do that. While this is going, this game goes back and forth, okay, folks? As you win battles and you take rooms, your heroes get stronger by the cards that they can get. And each hero actually has 5 cards. Also, whoever finds Winter Soldier, they get to use him. Winter Soldier can actually help you out in combat. He's actually pretty good as well. But that's the initial setup. That's round 1 of the game. If you want any more instructional videos for this game, hey, leave us a comment and we'll see what we can do for you. As always, guys, support your local gaming. We support Discover Games, Fayetteville, Georgia. Game on, guys.